Welcome back to everyone's favorite podcast, A Babbling Brook of Female Diarrhea. We're deciding on a name, but that's the only one people have thrown out. So if you think
Brook.
of a better, more fun name,
All right.
during the episode,
Hysteria.
We got Katy Hudson.
Hello.
I love Katy. I feel like we don't really talk a lot, but I like every time I watch you. It's very
same.
It's very like I'm a fan of like people that are interesting.
I'm a fan of same, and I'm a fan of yours. I like your material a lot. I see a lot. I can tell we have a lot in common. Like we don't every time we talk it's not a lot, but it's like, oh yeah, the weirdly specific thing you mentioned, like
Nice.
I can tell we would like. Also, you're an amazing singer, and I'm okay at karaoke.
I love karaoke.
I love karaoke.
It's so great. I mean, it's like if comedy is an ego thing, karaoke is like super ego thing. But it's like it's just fun, and if everyone's having fun, then that's when it's the most fun. So it's like it is like an ego thing too, but I think it can be so fun if everyone's into it, and it's like,
I think it's kind of like
special moments,
a shot chaser with moment with stand up and karaoke, but it's more like chaser shot for me because usually stand up goes worse. Well, it depends.
It depends on the night. Tonight, I didn't feel good. We're outside of the music hall right now.
Yeah,
this is a fucking live episode from the disclaimer mic on Wednesdays in Asheville. Every Wednesday. 8:00.
8:00.
This is the internet, so you have to tell them all the information so that they'll actually go.
The No Disclaimer Lounge stand-up comedy open mic at
tonight.
The Asheville Music Hall.
Yes.
Full name.
Put some respect on Asheville. Blah 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 blah.
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
But yeah,
it's fun. This is the first mic I did stand up at.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Back in.
When did you start? Yeah.
2019. May of 2019.
Oh wow. So like right before.
Been about 4 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's crazy.
How do you feel like? Because I just passed a year, and I feel like I have my feelings about everything. But like, what do you feel about your journey through like? Have you done it anywhere besides Asheville, or just in Asheville?
Just in Asheville, but I also have only been an adult in Asheville. Like I've never really done anything other than in Asheville. I guess I grew up in Charlotte, but like
you didn't like Charlotte?
I didn't really vibe with Charlotte.
I don't really love it either. I have a friend that lives there, and she like loves it, and I'm like, I love you, but it's not.
My high school friends who stayed there claim it's great and it's changed, and I'm like, it has, but like I don't. Not. There are gays, but not my kind of gays.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I like Asheville a lot because everybody's. Not everybody. I'll say it. Everybody's so unique and full of weird talents, like a weird combination of talents that you never like get bored meeting new people. But like in Charlotte, I got bored of meeting new people because everybody was so similar.
Right. Yeah. No, I definitely I gravitate more towards people who I feel like I've never met anyone like them. I feel like those are the people that I want to surround myself with. Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know. It's like interesting. I don't know. Yeah. But let's see. Things to talk about. I also got high. So I'm a little high right now. I have a bad set. I cried before the mic in my car because I was like, maybe if I cry it out, get the feelings out, then I can do a good set. And then did bad set. And then I was like, well, crying didn't help, but it's all a process.
I don't think you did a bad set, because I've seen your set and you deliver it better and worse, and like the ones you did tonight, and I think the crowd genuinely was like not the crowd for
Yeah.
either of our kinds of comedy.
Yeah, I try to
These are
be
people
in
who
the
are
moment.
not at Maria Bamford right now.
Right.
Oh, I forgot that.
I know.
I was like,
I
what?
wish I could be there. I was one of my friends, Amanda, is going, and I'm very jealous, but it's okay. Maybe Maria Bamford will come to the mic.
Nah.
Nah. But yeah, I think I love that type of comedy. I just watched her for the first time, like
She's one of my
a
biggest
month or two ago.
inspirations.
Yeah, I really liked what I saw. Like, it was her troubadour set,
Yep.
and it was so funny. And I feel like it's just I like when I see comedians or like watch stand up specials or whatever that like make me realize you can do comedy in a different way, because it's like there's so many ways to skin a cat, you know what I mean? So it's like we don't all have to do the same thing, and that's like what's good about comedy. And that's why I don't like the generic person, because I'm like, let's not be hacks.
Yes.
Uh, let's wait until we've been doing it for a while before we cover like very general topics, because who gives a fuck about your opinion? I just like I don't know. I feel like you should.
Why do people need to be sitting here listening to this right now?
I feel that a lot. And that's why I feel that in my own set. Like, that's why I try to like make it personal but relatable.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's like hard to do. And that's why, you know, there's only a couple touring, or well, there's a fuck ton probably now, touring comedians. It's just, it's a process. But no one cares about your.
A year in, you're still shaping your voice, finding your voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 4 years in, and I feel like my literal voice has changed. I was not on testosterone when I started comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, comedy got my self-confidence up enough to trust myself to start making moves to go on testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like I worked out my shit on stage. It was like I didn't talk about any of my gender feelings on stage beforehand, really. Well, yeah. I did a little bit, but like only as it relates to other stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, I use the stage to work my shit out, because I feel like that's the place where I feel like I can try to be as myself as I can.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do. So I'm like, tonight was bad because I feel bad. So it's like, it makes sense. I was being my true self. I feel bad. I don't feel good. But I think that is my favorite part of comedy, when I just see people like be in the moment, or like just, not like break down and, have a heart to heart, because someone did that before my set last night at the Odd, and I was like,
hey.
I was like, literally stop. Like, this isn't an AA meeting.
Yeah.
It should be, but it's not, okay? It's a comedy open mic. We all decided not to go to AA and to come here. So fucking don't do that shit. Because now I have to be like, it's fine. We're all...
you get that at open mics, I think. It's like...
Open mic is like my favorite thing, and also I try to do it at least like almost 4 nights a week. Most of the time 3, but like, it's my favorite thing, and also I dread it in certain ways. Like, I try to just not worry about anything that's gonna happen when I get there, but it's like there's so many people, and I'm just like, I don't want to be mean, but also I gotta have these boundary things. Those things, the boundaries.
Hard. Yeah.
There's the little B word. And then I have to, like, not break down crying in front of all of, my friends, because I'm gonna stop having friends if I keep doing that.
No, you'll just find the right ones.
True. Yeah.
Because the right friends won't care, but they'll react better than hating it.
Yeah.
That's such a low bar.
Yeah. I feel like I hate it too, so it's like that's
Right.
probably most of it.
I get that. I currently feel like I should be crying more than I am. And now I have like an eye twitch, like I have a muscle spasm, like in my eyebrow area right around here, and I'm like, is this like constipated tears?
Yeah, just like
constipated tears. I need to cry. Getting locked up in my sinuses.
Have you ever done the what's it called? Some type of massage, but it's like
lymphatic massage.
Yeah, lymphatic massage.
I'm such a big fan of that. I think that everyone should have like a medically necessary vibrator for their face and like sinuses and like all the lymph. Oh no! Uh-oh. We went on a dive.
It's okay.
I see a light.
Follow the light. Oh,
okay. Going on a little adventure. Okay, we're back. Hey, I have a little mic right here.
I know.
Just teeny tiny little mic. Little tiny mic. Tiny desk, tiny mic.
I don't think it'll work because it's not metal, but yeah, that definitely. I think that makes a sound. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that we both ASMR'd out for a second. Hello. Got carried away by the tiny mic.
ASMR was there for me in a rough part of my life.
The only time I've been so before I knew about ASMR, but I never looked into it because I think I do this thing where I just like avoid things, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just not gonna look into this. And then one of my friends accidentally started playing ASMR in the on Spotify in the car, while she was driving. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, what's happening? Because it was like ambush ASMR.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. And then I've tried some erotic ASMR. Because, on my journey to find God.
Listen. That's what I meant when I said it's been there for me in a rough portion of time, when I couldn't even think about sex without dissociating immediately.
Yeah.
You can think about ASMR and listen to ASMR and it's not related. It's so not related to any
sexual
other
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
There's no connections in your brain that are going to be like, I don't like that part.
Right. Yeah. No, I definitely feel like because I did a little bit of therapy, but I feel like obviously everyone probably needs more.
Oh, right.
So I try to I try to read my books and do my best, but I had to search out the ASMR erotica.
It's important. It's a part of the journey.
I haven't found the right one yet, but I feel like because you do there's apps and stuff, but I've done YouTube and just generic ones, but I feel like if I got more specific, they probably have very specific ones that
So I think that the most erotic ASMR is the kind that's not advertising itself as such, but they're definitely trying. I follow ASMR Zeitgeist on YouTube, and he's very he knows what he's implying. But it's not anywhere in any of the tags. But it's just
all right, you're gonna have to send me that YouTube.
Okay. He goes, ASMR Zeitgeist.
I love it.
Hello, all my tingle lovers. He's got kind of a German accent.
Oh, fuck.
It's very funny.
I see. Yeah.
For ladies, fan fiction, just not doing it anymore.
Try ASMR porn.
ASMR porn that's pretending it's not porn.
That's right. I like my porn in disguise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like, ooh, like discreet. Like,
Mhm. Yeah. Speaking of discreet, I feel like nothing in a comedy scene is ever discreet. You know what I mean? It's just like it's
yeah.
so much happening all the time, and I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of this, but I want to be a part of the community. But like, why is everyone so
I think
like
it's the nature of a social medium.
yeah, kinda.
Because, like, I've been in a lot of. I'm turning 30 next week.
Oh,
And I've been.
happy birthday.
Woo, I've been, like, in a lot of different scenes. I
Mhm.
didn't start comedy until 4 years ago. So,
Right.
like, there was still all my 20s in Asheville. Moved here when I was 18. Like,
Mhm.
I've been in a lot of different little places trying to find my niche, and
Right.
comedy's where I fit in the most.
Mhm.
Uh, and what was I gonna say? Fuck, what were we talking about? Where was my connection?
Just about how it's kind of like just convoluted at some
Oh
points.
yeah, it used to be so much scarier in the Asheville comedy scene.
You think so?
It has gotten so much better since I started 4 years ago.
Nice.
And also, oh, that's why I brought up being in other circles, like uh having gone to UNCA and having been in even a sorority at one point, like
Mhm.
doing church stuff, all kinds of random shit.
Right.
Uh every subculture here reflects the medium it surrounds.
Mhm.
Like, theater people are going to be theater people.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedians are going to be stand-up comedians, which
Yeah.
is to say they're going to be like a bit on the spectrum,
Mhm.
a bit like overly worried about themselves and
Mhm.
their narrative
Mhm.
and how they fit into it,
Mhm.
and also just insecure enough to need a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And that's not a good recipe for a social club
Right.
because everyone's that guy.
Right.
So I think there are certain inherent dynamics that are always going to plague stand-up comedy, and it's
Mhm.
going to be that, like,
It's just navigating through it and figuring out how to find the like way you can be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like be, a plus, not a minus. Not like in a like adding to the community, not like
yeah.
draining or like I don't know.
I find that when I worry about that, I drain a lot.
Mhm.
And when I don't think about it at all, I drain a lot too. But like when I only think about, am I helping?
Right.
Then you make bad decisions
Mhm.
if you're trying to logic it out. If you
Yeah.
like go with what resonates when you're feeling most aligned and feeling most yourself.
Yeah. That's what you know, that's the goal. But all those stupid thoughts get in the way. Stupid thoughts.
Well, so the curse can also be the cure. Since we
Yeah.
know we have stupid thoughts, we can write them down and make them silly jokes.
Yeah. No, it's a great,
Like,
I think it's the best thing that, I've found to help my mental illness.
me too.
um and I don't know. I'm like not a conspiracy person really, but like I in a weird way I feel like I want to figure it out for myself. And
Oh yeah.
I'm like that's probably a mental illness in itself, you know what I mean? Like feeling like because I believe in therapy and I've read all the
Mm-hmm.
I was a psychology major up until like I had like 30 hours left. So like
Yeah.
I basically got everything
So
except for the
pretty
fucking
much.
microscopic
Yeah.
psychology or whatever. Um I don't know.
It
It's a daily practice. I
yeah.
have to say that to myself like 1400 times a day. It's a daily practice.
I'm always working on it. It's a struggle, but it gets like things change so much so fast when you let them,
Mhm.
and then you'll get stuck again. But then, like, you'll figure out how to unstuck it, and the river flows so fast. And
Yeah. The river of life.
yeah.
The river of streaming diarrhea.
Yes.
Like the podcast name.
Yes. I'm not really a diarrhea person.
You don't like poop jokes?
No,
Not,
like I
or you don't have
if
diarrhea.
I get an upset stomach, I get constipated, not diarrhea.
Honestly, I didn't even know that was an option, and I'm kind of
I
jealous.
think it is for dehydrated people.
Damn it. See, I try to drink a lot of water.
I don't.
You gotta drink water. We're like plants or whatever or something.
Yeah, I get UTIs because of being dehydrated, but also less diarrhea. I'm not going to say no diarrhea because, let's be honest, I live with my parents and they're on some sort of weird no carbs thing. And so there's not as much fiber in the house.
Oh, yeah. You gotta do Benefiber. I'm a Benefiber bitch. I make like kale smoothies with like Benefiber and.
I honestly don't think about. Honestly, I need a daily bag of popcorn. I think that keeps me regular. If I eat a bag of microwave popcorn at night,
you get the
like in the morning, I have the pack
mm-hmm.
to
What's
clear
it
out. Like everything that would become diarrhea, I got that microwave popcorn base to sponge it up, and that's like the container.
Nice.
Everyone should eat more popcorn, is what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
Unless I get a colonoscopy and they're like, oh my God, I've never seen so many popcorn kernels in my life.
Do you have to get one at 30? Is that. Do you get cold? Have you ever gotten one?
I've had an endoscopy because I had.
That was the third one?
Yeah. They go in through the top, which is because they couldn't figure out why my stomach was so bad.
Damn.
Thought it was my gallbladder. Turns out extreme gastritis. They were like, damn. Oh, your stomach just hurts like real bad.
Like, I love when because I took like a medical term class and it's like itis. It's just like pain. Like it's
you got
just
the
like,
itis.
It's like these words mean nothing, but it just sounds good. And I'm like, doctors aren't real.
Gastritis, your tummy hurts.
Okay.
Okay, I know that. Why though?
I love your weather material. It really resonates with me. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
I think that it's not small talk either.
Feels very vulnerable to talk about the weather.
I love it. I love like looking at clouds and just like I like rainstorms and it was hailing in Greenville the other day. Yeah. I would have
gotten out and measured it.
So this is what someone told me about that big.
Is this a secret 3%ers flagging?
I don't know.
Or is it ball gazer? I think it's both. I think it's both.
This is when you can like touch someone.
Ball gaze. I don't remember. I don't know.
If you get them, you're like, I got you.
I got to sign pussy at birth. I don't. Some of these games are what men with like built-in dicks do.
Yeah.
And I'll never be part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a weird. I don't know. I feel like I fit in weird with women sometimes, and I'm like, it's okay, it's fine, but I don't know. I don't know. That journey will come, you know what I mean? But
I still don't even know what my whole deal is. I just know that like testosterone makes a lot of my medical problems better. Like my acne. I used to have like a beard of acne. I used to have such severe cystic acne. Mm-hmm. Really, I got on birth control, female birth control, and then my face
I haven't taken birth control in like 4 years.
Yeah.
I like stopped taking mine because I was just like, fuck this.
So it fucked me up for years even when I stopped taking it.
Yeah.
And then when I went on testosterone, I finally stopped getting chin acne because hair started
your skin
growing.
Looks really good.
Like, yeah, thank you. It's because of weirdly people think like, oh, T, you're gonna get all kinds of acne. Like it took my acne away.
Right.
And I think it helps with my ADHD. The testosterone definitely helps with my ADHD symptoms.
That would make sense, I think.
It's like a bit of a stimulant.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like also, I think on the last episode I said that hormones were like aliens inside your body or something. And I was like, my mom is gonna call a psychiatrist, but like I feel like if your hormones are like where they're supposed to be, then your brain will feel better.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
A lot of like, I feel like my struggle with just, you know, feeling happy to be alive is just like, if it is a like chemical imbalance that would, or like a hormonal imbalance, that would make so much more sense, because it's like I'm pretty much, I do the things,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's cool that that also helped with like,
I think there's so much science we don't know yet because we're not taking gender seriously as a medical experience.
yeah,
Like, people who have transitioned up until now based only on identifying with one gender or another are the people who have been able to do it that way. But I think so many more people could be helped by figuring out what their ideal hormonal balance is. And we shouldn't have to like force people to figure out identity because it's all arbitrary labels and related to larger societal things
yeah,
anyway. You shouldn't have to figure out what like category of social oppression you're in to figure out how to balance your body's chemicals.
yeah.
Like, that shouldn't go together. You shouldn't,
No,
just like you don't have to end racism to get your skin cancer solved.
right.
You don't have to fix all gender
Yeah,
to get your hormones balanced.
right.
Like,
Exactly. I think that's a very eloquent point.
thank you.
I
I hope it's not tone deaf. Probably is. I think even tone deaf is tone deaf at this point. I don't
mean,
know.
everything is everything, and nothing is nothing, and you know, I, we're all just out here doing our best. I'm
Cheers.
not
I'll
hateful.
vape to that, bro.
Yeah, fucking, we're all just doing our
Got
best
my
out
F
here.
bar.
Yes, this is the Lost Mary. We can. This is an ad for vapes. If any,
Do the little
if any, yeah, the little makeup tutorial.
thing where they always like. You know what's funny? I didn't get good at makeup until I like let go of identifying with any gender. Like, when I was trying to be, I used to try really hard to be good at being a girl. Like, I tried so hard to be a girl. So hard to be a girl. And it didn't, like, it just was, because this is my vibe.
Yeah.
So when I was trying a different vibe before, it was like, what do you, it looks wrong. Like, technically,
Yeah.
you know, when you're technically not doing anything wrong, but it just looks weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like my whole life. So
I feel like, yeah, I think I have very extreme body dysmorphia, so I just avoid mirrors. I just can't look at a mirror because I'm just like, I don't know what I look like. I look different in every picture I see of myself, so I'm just like, obviously the brain's not calculating this, so we're just not gonna address her. We're just gonna leave her over there.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's hard to figure out. And I think the thing I liked about mirrors first, when I stopped hating them, was looking in the mirror while I'm eating, so I feel like I'm not eating alone.
That's fun.
Like, my friends used to make fun of me for staring at myself in the mirror at restaurants, but it was because nobody was talking to me in the group.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking to me. I'll just look at myself in the mirror and eat instead.
Yeah,
like,
dissociate.
Yeah. Yeah, what do I like about looking in the mirror? I like feeling like someone's looking at me. I like the attention. The attention.
Classic stand-up comedian answer.
The person in the mirror is always looking at me.
Yeah.
So that's what you can like first if you don't like what they look like. You're like, hey, at least they're paying attention to me.
That's true. Wow. Maybe I'll go home and look in the mirror tonight.
Or you can watch scary movies where the plot revolves around some sort of mirror mechanism, and then you can give yourself whole new reasons to never look in mirrors.
There we go. Give myself good reasons.
Mirrors scary, and it has nothing to do with me.
Not me. It's not me. I'm not it. That's
Woman
not the problem.
won't look in the mirror. You'll never guess why. Doctors hate this one weird trick to never have to look in the mirror.
Do you have any shows coming up? I'll put this out.
Yes.
Basically, as soon as my computer uploads.
Okay, I have a show May 18th at Shakey's in downtown Asheville. It's a Taurus show. It'll be, I believe, 8 p.m. Hillary Bagley, Peaceman McDowell, me.
Nice.
Brian, something else. I forgot.
Brian. Don't forget about Brian.
I don't even know if that's his name. It might be Paul. I don't.
Someone's going to be there.
There's going to be another guy.
So, should you go to that? Anything else? You want to do your Instagram?
Yeah, on all platforms, I'm Woits Katy, WOAITS KATY. I left off the H when I made a Twitter in 2009 when I was 14, and I never fixed it.
Nice.
That's my
Fuck H's.
handle. Woe without the H, ITSKATY.
Awesome. Well, thanks for doing the podcast.
Thanks for having me. This is so fun.
All right.
I hope it was good enough.
It was amazing.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
Oh, yeah.